How y'all doing? Bobby Sibley, I'm back again. LouisianaBasketballReport.com with 2017 guard Lamont Berzat from Landry-Walker High School. First off, congratulations being invited to the Combine in the Capitol. Last year you wasn't able to make it for unforeseen reasons, but this year you're back for the first time and really made a strong presence earlier in your first game against another elite point guard out of New Orleans, Roman Williams, a good friend of yours that you've had lifelong battles with probably since y'all was 7, 8, 9 years old. But speak about your recruiting right now. Who's all recruiting you? Who's called you? Who showed interest in you? And all of that.
There's a lot of D1 schools that have been recruiting me. Oral Roberts, Loyola, Vanderbilt, West Virginia, and Arizona. They never offered yet, but they've been showing a lot of good interest in me. And I'm sure offers going to come this summer and upcoming school season.
What right now, you're at Landry-Walker, transferred from Brother Martin last year in the middle of the year. What kind of impacted that decision? Why would you leave a great school in Brother Martin to go to a consolidated school in Landry-Walker? Both, consolidated with LB Landry, for y'all that don't know, and OP Walker High School consolidated and made one high school in New Orleans. But why was that move better for you as opposed to staying at Brother Martin?
It was a better move for my basketball and academics career. Me, my mom, my dad had several talks about why I transferred from Brother Martin to Landry-Walker, and it was, some people was happy, some people was mad that I transferred, but it was the best for me and what I had to do to get to the next level,
Gotcha.
to the college level.
Gotcha. What, being invited to an event like Combine in the Capitol, how do you feel this is going to benefit your recruitment?
It's going to benefit my recruiting a lot because these are a lot of great players here that I'm playing against. I play against them all the time in the summer and school ball. It's great playing against Roman Williams, Cedric Russell, who just committed to LSU, good D1 basketball school. It's good playing against those guys because they make me better and I make them better. They play with their best every time they play me.
Who is, besides this event, growing up, in your class, who's the best player, whether it's here at this event or AAU high school ball, that you played against so far? And who is somebody that you really look at to make your game basically be your best basketball every time you play them?
I gotta say, my teammate Lamont Berzat, that plays with me for Landry-Walker basketball team. He's a grade above me, 2016. But every time I play him, I know I get better because he give me everything he got every time I play him. Me and him been playing each other since he was 3, 4 years old, and every time I play him, it's like our last time playing basketball. He always go all out, and I go all out every time. That's my brother, and I love him.
Speaking of Landry-Walker, last year Class 4A state champions. Basically, it was a David and Goliath story. Nobody expected Landry-Walker to make it to the state championship game and more or less win the state title. They lost, some great leadership in Puff Wells and Oklahoma State signee Tyree Griffin. How's guys like Puff and Tyree really helped you basically fill them roles and them shoes that they've left?
They helped me a lot. As the season was going and when I transferred, every game Tyree and Puff would come talk to me, including Lamar, because he was a starter too. They all would come talk to me and said a lot of things about what I need to do next year to fill their shoes. And we also got some help from Landry-Walker, who came from Carter, who's going to help to fill some shoes. He was talking to me too because he played high school basketball. So they all was in my ear at the same time telling me, and I was taking it all in one by one.
Speaking of transfers, you picked up Paul Walker. Regardless, his real name is, everybody calls him Paul. You picked up a couple more transfers. Mitchell Robinson out of Florida just got ranked number 11 in the country by ESPN, and then picked up another 6'9" kid, Blake Paul, who was on the team that Landry-Walker beat in the state championship last year. How are them two new additions to go with Catan, who's playing football right now, when he gets back on the court with them three and Ramales, how do you feel like your season's going to come this year?
It's going to be great. We're going to have a lot of fun, especially playing with a 6'9" and 6'11" player who we can just throw it up by the rim and they go get it all the time.
Landry-Walker's always been known for running gun style of play, even when it was LB Landry and when it was OP Walker, when they were separate. Both teams always ran and gun. With Coach Gibb, how has he really impacted, your personal life on and off the court?
Coach Gibb, he calls me a lot. He calls me a lot and just sit and just talks about basketball with me. He talks about how I'm going to start this year and play a big role in this season for our basketball team. I love him to death.
Yeah.
I love Coach.
Last but not least, I know you've always played ball with different teams. I believe early on it was Team NOLA. Lately you've been playing with Swilling Storm. How has, for y'all that may not know, Patrick Swilling's New Orleans Saints great football player, has his own team out in New Orleans called the Swilling Storm, Lamont's the starting point guard. How has Coach Swilling been instrumental in your life on and off the court as well?
Coach Pat been great in my life too. He's helped me me and Trip been playing on the same team since we was 10 years old. And our team combined with prime time and try to put me and Trey on the B team. So Coach Pat felt some type of way about it, so he wanted to create his own team. So he asked my dad, can I come play with him? And my dad said, sure, I come play with him. And we just built up a team. We started, at first when we went to national, we started 15th. Then as the years gone down, we went lower and lower. Our last time at national, we finished 4th in the nation. And next year when we go back, we're hoping to come out #1.
Gotcha. Last question. A big knock on your game is your height. Your shot is streaky. Your defense, you like to gamble. Not trying to get you to say anything cocky or arrogant, but how do you feel like you being small and you being quick has helped your game?
It helped it a lot. And also another thing that helped my game is just having heart. Just going out there and play with your heart. I know I'm 5'6", but my dad bought a book with Nate Robinson. It's a Nate Robinson book. And I read it, and it talks about all the small guards that was ever in the NBA that played. Spud Webb, Nate Robinson, Allen Iverson. It talks about all of them. And I read that book, and I really thought about it, and I said, I really don't need the height. All I need is heart, play with intensity, speed, and just go around defenders.
There you have it. Lamont Berzat, small, quick guard, Landry-Walker High School. Tons of heart. Nice interview. Bobby Sibley, Louisiana Basketball Report, Lamont Berzat, Landry High School. I rep the boot.
Rep the boot.
There it is.